China is racing via a overseas invest law in an obvious try to soothe Washington as negotiators try to dig the planet's two greatest economical powers out of an continuing trading warfare. But will it job? The 3,000 or so convention delegates to China's yearly Domestic Human Beings' Convention, NPC, will approve the new law on Friday. They don't contrast law. How's not how it is made there. While a voice is undertaken down there are usually just a fistful who voice verses. Several of them potential for shot, since 100% affirmative votes one following else would see absurd. If down there is towing versus a project draft and amendments done, the happens so up the NPC sits, at a episode of permanent board meetings over closed doors. The trial can get year. The period it took 3 months. The China by the government appears to include rushed via the invest law as an olive tree branches to the US among trading war talks. Yet, lot in the industry society there in China see the law as a type of sweep set of intentions quite rather than a particular, practicable set of rules. They terror it could be outdoor to various and change forms of explanation. The large ticket items it is told to address, in regulation of the concerns of overseas companies, involve intelligent characteristic identity theft, the demand for world firms to affiliate up in a regional essence, and unjust subsidies to China companies. It will as well address the concessional treat in award contracts to China companies, and coercion overseas firms to brush above their technology secrets as the cost of accession to the large China marketplace. But the law isn't departure to assist everyone. Down there is a dark listing of 48 sectors how will not be outdoor to overseas invest or, in several cases, not outdoor out of facility or specific permit. For sample, down there is a full ban on putting in fishery, gene expression study, sectarian formation, news story print, and TV radio. Fractional invest is permitted in oil and gas operation, nuke force, airlines, aeroport transactions, and social public health, among other sectors. Non-renewable power car manufacture will need partnerships for a few years but later be gradual of. For industries not on the listing, the concept is how overseas companies will get the identical treat as their China peer pressure. But should overseas companies as well be cautious? One of the provision will involve a demand for the regional subsidiaries of world firms to paper different detailed information of their transactions to China officials. That could involve productivity indicators regarding to labor relations, common personnel maintenance numbers, contamination accounting records, and the love. How sounds penalty besides how overseas companies include requested for, and not acquired, legislative guarantees how the information will not be gone on to their China competitive environment. Later down there is the pledged complaints order should you search compensation next any perceivable violations of the new act. If the framework is run via the regular China courts, that regularly warranty results favorable to the communistic side, later to lot the would not appear love a adequate coercion arrangement. One portion of the law specifies how down there is to be a ban on illicit by the government intervention in the activities of overseas industry. The future you go up the by the government stairway the more than improbable it would be to win in such a controversy. Above the year we include informed on lot cases of overseas businessmen, particularly ethnical China, who include been shipped to jail on very doubtful extortion next a business controversy in a regional industry man who enjoys the supporting of cheap-level communistic side codders. Those there in length memories aware the N are coming the new law in incomprehensible standard of cautious.